One common trait of emotionally immature people is expecting to be the exception when it comes to rules, limits, or expectations that apply to everyone else. They think that their circumstances, feelings, intention, or relationship to someone should exempt them from boundaries that they would otherwise recognize as reasonable. For example, a parent may expect their adult child to answer the phone immediately every time they call, but that same parent would not expect a friend or coworker to do the same. Or someone may repeatedly show up late for events and expect to be forgiven, but they do not extend that same grace when someone else shows up late. A lot of this comes from a self-centered way of viewing relationships. Emotionally mature people realize that everyone has needs, responsibilities, and limits. Emotionally immature people tend to view the world through the lens of their own wants and emotions. If they want something bad enough, they may convince themselves that normal rules shouldn't apply. The world is supposed to revolve around them, be here to serve them. Another example is when someone expects forgiveness without change. They apologize repeatedly for the same actions, but the behavior doesn't change, and then they wonder why trust isn't restored immediately. In their mind, their intentions or regret should create an exception to the natural consequences of their actions, when in reality, it is our actions that can prove intention over time. No one else can see your intentions but you. It's when you act in accordance with your intention that people believe that your intentions might really be what you say they are. This self-centered nature shows up around boundaries. They expect others to listen endlessly to complaints, tolerate disrespect, lend money repeatedly, and drop everything to help them. When you enforce a boundary, they act like you're being unfair, even though it's them that was wanting the exception. What makes these situations difficult is emotionally immature people often frame these requests as loyalty, love, or obligation. They may say things like, if you cared, you'd do this, or family shouldn't have boundaries. The goal is to make the other person feel guilty for maintaining normal limits. The best way not to engage this is don't debate. Endless explanations lead nowhere. Return to the boundary itself. This doesn't work for me. I'm not discussing that. I'm not available tonight. The less you argue, the less opportunity there is for the conversation to turn into being about their feelings instead of the actual issue. It helps to remember that a reasonable boundary does not become unreasonable just because someone dislikes it. Emotionally immature people may push for exceptions to limits because they're uncomfortable with those limits, but their discomfort does not obligate you to remove the limits. Have a good day.